Coming up on this week's episode of Flash Talk, we talk with Kent State men's basketball head coach Rob Senderoff about his team's 9-game winning streak. Part of that 9-game winning streak has been the double-double machine himself, Rico Gillespie. Ethan Barr, Kent State wrestler, talks about his win in the Kent State Open. And finally, Kent State women's basketball assistant coach Alexa Golden joins the show to talk about the team's upcoming MAC schedule. All that and more coming up in a flash. Joined once again here on Flash Talk by Kent State men's basketball head coach Rob Senderoff. Coach, appreciate you joining me. 9-1, 9 wins in a row. You guys are off to a fantastic start in non-conference play. Now you guys hit the road, go out west to Portland. How excited are you to see how this team plays?
Yeah, we're ready for that, and certainly need that experience. You know, our next 3 games are all on the road. Starting out with Portland, and then our first conference game against UMass at UMass, and then after Christmas playing Purdue. So we definitely are ready for that test, and I'm looking forward to seeing how we respond to being on the road where it's just our team and just us in an adverse environment.
Your rotation may be getting a little bit shorter as you start to hit some of those conference games. Is practice the main thing that decides that, Coach? And how much do you value experience in that, knowing that you do have a handful of freshmen there? How do you decide whether who goes in the game off the bench?
We have a deep team. So when I say, narrow down the rotations a little bit, I'm more talking about the amount of minutes guys may play off the bench or game by game. We have a number of guys that can help our team. So how guys practice, how guys perform when they're on the court, how guys impact winning, all of those things. And we have a deep roster, which is really a good thing. So practice this week will certainly play a lot into the Portland game, and then when guys go in the game, how they're contributing to the success of our game plan in that game, and then how some of the starters are playing as well, because sometimes guys coming off the bench are playing really well. If Sion is playing well and he's not in foul trouble, he's going to play a lot of minutes at the point guard spot. So, Omer and Quinn also play that position. Omer may play great, and to some degree, if Sion's playing great, then it may limit some of Omer's minutes. But I tried to play them a few minutes together, and that's what you use these non-Division I games for, is trying to, experiment a little bit with lineups so that you could see how guys play when they're on the court together.
Your team's having a ton of fun, whether it's the guys on the bench or the guys on the court. They really enjoy playing together. From your point of view, how close is this group?
That's a good observation, and I think you really learn through adversity how well connected your team is. And our first game is the game that we lost. We lost at home, and I thought our guys have responded incredibly well from that point forward. There's going to be a lot of challenges throughout league play, and certainly the rest of this month, where I mentioned these 3 straight road games, and making sure we continue to play for each other, stay committed to sharing the basketball at a really high level. We have, I think, 20 assists per game, which has led to us shooting the ball at a really high rate, which has led to us scoring a lot of points, which has led to us getting to the free throw line and getting to the offensive glass the way we have. So we just have to stay committed to that. I certainly think that this is a group that really enjoys playing together, and that'll be tested here, moving forward. And we got to make sure we stick together regardless.
Tell us a little bit about that Portland matchup and what you guys are expecting as you head to the other side of the country.
Yeah, I'll start watching film on Portland today. Haven't watched yet. I know they're 6-4 on the year, and I know from having played them a couple years in a row and them being in the West Coast Conference, they're in a good league. They have a really skilled offensive team. They always have. The style of play out in that conference is a little different than the MAC, so they'll be, knowing how we have to guard certain guys. There's going to be a lot that we need to work on this week in preparation for that game, and then come back and then head out to UMass again. A lot of these teams in the league I'm familiar with. UMass, not so much. So we'll have to watch a lot of film on that one too and have our game plan ready. There was something we added defensively when we played this Roberts Wesleyan team that I think will help us in league play, and just things that we need to work on each game, and getting better at our coverages is something we'll emphasize.
The last thing I have for you, Coach Sendy, is that by the time our next Flash Talk episode airs and we have you on the show, it'll be toward mid-January. You right now are at 297 wins. By the next time that episode airs, you're likely going to be past the 300 mark. That's obviously a very big milestone in your coaching career. Obviously, when you get to that point, it'll be huge. Describe to me what that means to you.
Shoot. Let me just say, what's the number right now?
297.
Yeah, I hope we get to 298 by the next time I talk to you. That's where my thought process is, and yeah, I can't even think that far into the future to address that one. But if we're at 297 now, then let me hope that after Saturday we're at 298, or after Sunday I should say we're at 298, and then we can move forward. But just trying to get these guys to play the best we can is really where I'm thinking. So, yeah, that would be my answer to that one.
One game at a time. Kent State men's basketball head coach Rob Senderoff ahead of his team's first true road game out west against the Portland Pilots. Coach, we appreciate the time.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Golden Flashes fans, it's time to lock in your seats. Men's and women's basketball season tickets are on sale now. Be a part of 30 home games in the 25-26 season and history as we tip off a brand new court and celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Mack Center. Don't miss your chance to witness the action, the tradition, and the excitement all season long. Get your tickets today at ksutix.com. That's ksutix.com. See you there, and go Flashes!
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court, when you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels, our sports medicine team helps keep you in the game. With expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
Joined here on Flash Talk by Kent State senior forward for the men's basketball team, Rico Gillespie. Rico, appreciate you joining me here on Flash Talk.
Appreciate you having me.
You guys are off to a fantastic start, you specifically, but let's talk about the team so far. 9 wins in a row, 9-1 overall. How fun has it been playing with this year's group?
Man, it's been really fun. It's been amazing. Guys come in to practice every day, bringing the same energy they bring into the game. So it's been a really fun time playing with these guys. I'm really excited for conference play to play with these guys too.
And talking about you, 9 double-doubles in 10 games. Coach Senderoff called it your superpower, the effort that you played with, or play with, I should say. Where does that effort come from?
Just trying to play hard for my teammates and my coaches and treat every play like it's my last. You never know if you're going to go down a play, so I just try to treat every play like it's my last. That's really it. And I really think I learned that from when I went down my sophomore year, hurting my knee. So when I came back, that's what I really harped myself on, just playing every play like it's my last. That's it.
Over the last few games, we've started to see you step outside a little bit more. You have 6 threes in your last 3 games, including 4 in one game against Austin Peay. Tell me how much you've worked on developing your game to be a threat from the outside.
Man, I've been working on my shot every day since the season ended last year. I went up to Vegas with Rob and went to this camp called Impact, and they really helped my shot out. I work every day with my coach Tommy Luce, so it's been a really hard grind working on that shot, and just to see shots fall was a real confidence booster, and that really right there made me smile. Just seeing shots fall and seeing the work pay off.
I'm sure it made the coaches smile as well, especially Coach Tommy Luce. You just mentioned Rob out in Vegas, Rob Whaley Jr. You've been asked this question a couple times, but playing with your first cousin, and it's not just like you guys are just on the court together. You guys are really making an impact together, kind of a strong force in the front court. Right. What has it been like being that type of 1-2 tandem with Rob?
Man, it's a ton of fun playing with Rob. Rob is a great passer. He's a physical dude who can do everything. He can pass, shoot, rebound, play defense. So it's been a ton of fun playing with my cousin. Like I said, I know my mom right now smiling up and just seeing us be able to play and take the court with each other. So it's been a ton of fun playing with Rob.
And I do want to ask your connection, because you're that dominant big for this Kent State team, about the connection with your point guard, Sion Medley. You've had the chance to play with him last year. A lot of times, whether it's a pick and roll between you two, there seems to be a lot of great communication and chemistry between you guys. Describe to me your connection with Sion.
Yeah, that just come over the 2 years of me playing with C1. C1's a great point guard. He's a floor general. I call him the floor general. He just had like 16 assists. He gets guys in the right spots and find them so they can get open shots. So yeah, C1's an awesome point guard. And I just think that just come with us from playing with 2 years straight and just learning each other out. That's it.
You look at your numbers over the course of 4 years here at Kent State. They have grown exponentially year after year after year. What was it about this place that made you want to stay and continue to grow here, and now you're really blossoming in your senior year?
I would say Coach Cindy, I just trust him with my development, and all the coaches who really work with me out my development. I just see like the previous bigs that was before me excel. So I just really trusted Coach in my development and stayed patient and then just seeing the work come.
Who's a player that you feel like you've learned the most from during your time at Kent State? You've seen a lot of success in NCAA tournament your freshman year. What player do you feel like you've learned the most from?
All my years, I would say Von Cameron, Claron, all those guys, Jalen Sullinger, all those guys. They taught me a lot. They were my leaders last year, and they molded me to be a leader. And also, like all the other guys too from my freshman year, Sincere Carey, Malik Jacobs, those guys too. So them are the guys I really say.
Yeah, you guys are going on the road, first true road game for the first time, 3-game road trip. Portland, UMass, and then Purdue. What are you excited about going on the road, number one? And two, what's the type of mentality knowing that you've gotten a lot of road wins, whether it's the NIT or years prior? What's the mentality you guys need to have to continue this winning streak?
Those road games are always going to be tough, getting out on the road, trying to go beat a team at their house. So Coach just really talks about just staying focused and not keeping our foot off the gas, just keeping our foot on the gas and staying focused, because road games are not going to be easy. They're really hard to win. So we just got to just stay focused and do what we've been doing at home and just keep improving. That's really it.
And this being your senior year with Kent State, what are those team and individual goals that you set out for yourself this year, Rico?
For a team goal, I obviously want to win the MAC championship. I won one my freshman year. I played sparingly minutes, but I feel like this year is the year we can win the MAC championship. And also, I just want to be, for an individual goal, I just want to be first team all conference, obviously. And I think I'm playing like the player of the year, so I'll say player of the year.
All right, MAC player of the year in Rico Gillespie's sights. Kent State senior forward Rico Gillespie on his team's 9-game winning streak. Rico, thanks for the time.
Appreciate you having me.
Just ride one time for your mind.
When it comes to reaching your goals, having the right support can make all the difference. That's why we trust Green Lending, Kent State Athletics' exclusive mortgage partner, to help you achieve your home ownership dreams.
Just like on the court, everyone has a role to play. With the right teammates, any dream is possible. Green Lending is here to be that support to help you make those big moves in life.
Visit greenlending.com and let Green Lending help turn your dreams into reality.
Green Lending, helping Golden Flashes achieve their biggest dreams on and off the court.
Joined here on Flash Talk by Kent State wrestler Ethan Barr. Ethan, appreciate you joining me. You're coming off a nice win in the 174 weight class in the Kent State Open. How satisfying was it for you to come out on top?
Yeah, it felt pretty good to come out on top. It was a fairly tough bracket, I'd say. I mean, 2-time qualifier coming in as the 1 seed, and then a couple of my teammates and a lot of other good competitors. It was definitely like a feel-good thing to gauge where I'm at, but it's also not the end goal, so it's just another stepping stone in this season.
A close 7-6 win, if I'm correct, to finish it off. What's going through your mind there?
I think I had the lead going into the third period, so my goal was continue to score, don't break position, and also not give up too many points in the end. I knew I had riding time, and he got it on my leg, so it's just more of a hold on and keep good position so he can't score kind of a situation.
Ethan, you just said that it's not the end goal, although it's nice to get those type of wins. What is really the end goal if you think about it? What are those individual goals for you going into this year?
Hopping on the podium in Cleveland is a big one for the end of this year. Going ahead, MAC tournament in Buffalo. I got some unfinished business there from last season. Getting on that podium is more getting on the top of that one. I think the big goal for this one right now is just NCAAs right down the road, and being able to show what this program's got here in Northeast Ohio.
And how do you really get yourself prepared, whether it's for a dual meet or an open like that, in terms of getting yourself mentally prepared?
Knowing I put in more work than most of the competition that I'm going to face and most of the guys that I'm going to wrestle, I think it's just self-belief and being able to go out and execute the moves that I've worked really hard on and situations I've worked really hard in.
You talk about the work that you put in, whether it's in practice or off the mat. And take us through your routine a little bit leading up to a match. What is exactly that work that you're putting in and day out?
A lot of it comes from the coaches' planning, I'd say. I feel like they do a really good job getting us prepared for the week going into competition. Start out going hard and working on the stuff that we need to work on from the previous weeks or the previous matches. Kind of tapering a little bit middle of the week and then getting down on weight. Once we're down on weight, that's kind of the easy part, making it. Or sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but you got to do what you got to do. And then at the tournament, just being able to stay relaxed, stay calm, working with the teammates that I've got. Honestly, my big thing is just like staying calm, enjoying myself, having fun, staying relaxed.
Something positive that your head coach, Josh Moore, has talked about with this year's team is the competitive depth you have at multiple weight classes, which makes practices more competitive and makes this overall team much better. What can you speak about the competitive depth?
So competitive in the room. We all want to win and we all want to make each other better. My weight alone, it's me and 4 other guys. And I know like every day we're pushing each other, whether we're beating it up on each other a little bit or not. But I know we're all working towards the same goal at the end of the day. And we all want to see each other win and we want to see the team win as well. So it's just working hard, like with groups of guys, especially at your weight. It's going to make everybody better at the end of the day.
Describe to me your relationship with this new coaching staff. Josh Moore comes in after the Cleveland State program shuts down.
They're all awesome. Josh has helped me a lot. Coach Schroeder has helped me a lot. And Coach Fred has helped me a lot, as well as Kyle, who's our new volunteer coach. They all work with me all the time. I love being able to pick their brains and work on different things or work on new things. Sometimes even just texting them after practice or before practice, like, hey, I got something new I want to work on, or them texting me. I think they're just awesome to learn from, and they keep the environment very positive and very calm, I'd say, but they also want to see just everybody get better at the end of the day.
For wrestling fans that are interested maybe in thinking about coming out to watch you guys wrestle, why should they come out and watch you guys? What should they be excited about?
I mean, we're going to put on a show at the end of the day. It's one of the most exciting sports that Kent State has, in my opinion. I think we're going to give everything that we have in every match, and we're coming to win.
Kent State wrestler Ethan Barr. Ethan, we really appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Coming up this week in Kent State Athletics, brought to you by KSU Tix. Wrestling hosts a Try-Me inside the Kent State Fieldhouse on Thursday, December 11th against Bellarmine and Edinboro. On Saturday, Kent State Wrestling travels to Buffalo, New York in a Try-Me against Buffalo and Gardner-Webb. On Sunday, Kent State men's hoops with their first road game of the 25-26 season. They travel to Portland for a 5 p.m. Eastern tip. And finally, on Monday, it's Kids Day for Kent State women's hoops. They take on Davis and Elkins for an 11 a.m. tip-off. As always, you can get your tickets at ksutix.com. If you want more information on your favorite Flashes teams, visit KentStateSports.com or go to the Go Flashes app. We'll be back with more right after this. Golden Flashes fans, it's time to lock in your seats. Men's and women's basketball season tickets are on sale now. Be a part of 30 home games in the 25-26 season and history as we tip off a brand new court and celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Mac Center. Don't miss your chance to witness the action, the tradition, and the excitement all season long. Get your tickets today at ksutix.com. That's ksutix.com. See you there, and go Flashes! Joined here on Flash Talk by Kent State women's basketball assistant coach Lex Golden. Coach Lex, appreciate you joining me here on the show. Talking about this season with this team, a lot of talent with this year's group, a little bit of a younger team, but where have you seen, what has been the biggest area of growth you've seen?
I think just our adaptability. I think we've had some things happen. We've had injuries early and people have to step up. So I think just being prepared to step into those roles. We're still learning and growing, and I think the biggest thing moving into conference play coming up after a game on Monday the 15th is just growing from the things that we went through in non-conference and taking that into conference play.
How crucial do you feel it is that you guys do play a very difficult non-conference slate to prepare you guys?
I think it's huge. A lot of teams, they obviously may have more home games, and obviously we've been road warriors, and we keep harping on I don't know if a lot of people remember, but 2 years ago when we won the MAC championship, we were on the road a lot in the non-conference. Yeah. So I think that's just preparing us to be road warriors, if anything, and preparing us to have a tough schedule with opponent-wise and travel-wise and be able to go on the road and win those games. And now I know we didn't necessarily win a lot of those games on the road, but taking that into conference play again, because obviously the home team, they have the advantage and stuff. And so as long as we're learning and growing from the experience that we had in the non-conference and taking that into conference play.
One of the players that has returned this year, and it's brought a smile to my face, has been Corinne Hauser. She's been big for you guys. How great has it been as a coaching staff together to see her back on the floor and playing well?
Obviously, we love Corinne. It was very tough, a tough 2 years without her, year and a half without her. I'm just happy that she's back on the court, playing the game that she loves, and she helps our team a ton because she does have experience. I think it's going to take some time to get her game legs back under her, but I think she's going to be very helpful as we're moving into the conference play.
Coach, you specifically, you develop the wings, a lot of times go through the workouts with them. Tell me about that group.
I think it's kind of like a blank slate right now, just because we do have Anna and Riley and Journey, obviously, and Joy. And I just think they don't know what they don't know. So it's like a blank slate. You can teach them new things. You can improve upon the skills that they're already really good at and work on the skills that maybe they need a little bit more help in those areas. But I think just having blank slates, that's like the best thing as a coach, and being super coachable.
For you, how much of an adjustment has it been? Because considering the last 2 years in that position group, Katie Shoemate and Jenna Batch, two of the better players in the 21st century for Kent State women's basketball. So how has that been an adjustment, coaching really a veteran wing group to more on the younger side now?
I just think you have to explain things in a different way. Maybe you just don't go into like all the fun things like, oh, we're going to do like Euros and we're going to do like these moves. And it's more of like the basic fundamentals. But I see that group in the future of Kent State women's basketball. They're going to help us win a lot of games, and they have very high ceilings.
Moving forward into conference play, you have that conference opener at Bowling Green on the 20th, and you play Miami and UMass. If this team's going to get off to a hot start, what are some of those small things that you guys can improve on?
I think a lot of it's in the details, the small details, the things behind the scenes that people don't, like everybody fan-wise, they see like the big plays and the dynamic plays. And I think our team needs to focus on a lot of the little details. And as we're stacking all those little details, that's going to turn into wins for us.
Talking about this program as a whole, you guys are very much like family. You've had the same coaching staff for some time. No transfers that were non-seniors the last couple of years. Describe how tight-knit this program is and how much they care for each other.
It's very interesting because around the country, you see everybody harping on family, family, family. But that's truly what it is here at Kent State. And I would say it's not just the team, the coaching staff, and like our girls. I think it's our support staff too. We're all tightly knitted and close within our staff and within the team as well.
Is you obviously were a great player here. You've been a coach here now under Coach Starkey's staff for a little bit. Where are some of your favorite spots in Kent?
3 things. So as a player,
Okay.
we love Toco Fridays.
Okay.
And I talked to Dee and she made like a little list of things to do because it's her senior year before she leaves. And I think they brought back Toco during the lunch hour because you get a special. For breakfast, I love Tree City. And you have to get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a French toast bagel. You have to try it. And then for dessert, I would say Handles.
Those are the options in Kent for Coach Lex, Kent State women's basketball assistant coach Lex Golden. Coach, we appreciate the time.
Thank you.
That'll do it for this season of Flash Talk. Thank you for tuning in all season long. Huge shout out to Ethan Lachinsky and Justin Spots, who do a ton for this show, especially Ethan. He is absolutely fantastic. We'll be back in the middle of January in the heart of Kent State men's and women's basketball's MAC campaign. For our entire GFTV studios, Ethan Lachinsky, Justin Spots, I'm Dane Richardson saying good night and happy holidays. Looking to revamp your home? Let Fair Painters, owned by Kent State football legend Brian Winters, tackle the job. From flawless interior painting to precise drywall repair and stunning cabinet refinishing, we've got you covered. Our local team in Streetsboro ensures top quality craftsmanship, fast service, and a 10% discount for veterans. Make your home look its best with the pros you can trust. Visit fairpainters.com or call 888-602-3247 for your free estimate today. Fair Painters, where fair meets quality.
Today, the world could use a little more understanding. Understanding nurtured by shared values. We come together at Kent State. Different dreams, different viewpoints, united by purpose. Preparing to make a difference in our divided world. Wherever you are in your life's journey, come learn with us. Begin at Kent State.